How can you determine the price of the world's most expensive wines? In this video, we'll tell you the world's top 10 most expensive wines in history for billionaires only. But first, please like and subscribe to this channel, and then sit back and relax. Number 10. Leroy Domaine Dauphiné Mazis Chambertin Grand Cru of €3,341. This is the second highest priced Pinot Noir wine produced at Gebry Chambertin, and the fourth most popular form Mazis Chambertin. Pinot Noir is a Burgundy-dominant red grape with aromas of red berries and cherries, whose warmer vintages suggest leather and violets in well-constructed wines. Domaine Dauphiné is a small Burgundy wine farm with just 4 hectares of vineyards that produces renowned wines such as Premier Cruss and Grand Cruss, located in Saint-Romain and managed by its owner Lalo Leroy. Its current price is around €3,341. Number 9. Fritz Haag Brauneberger Juffer Sonnenor Riesling Trockenbeerenauslese Gold Capsule of €3,810. Fritz Haag is a wine producer located in Brauneberg on the Moselle River, Germany. The renowned Erste Lag Brauneberger Juffer and Brauneberger Juffer Sonnenor vineyards are synonymous with Fritz Haag, also known as Doosmander Haag, and produce a full range of Riesling wines. The Riesling grape is aromatic and light-skinned, of German origin, and categorized as a sweet grape, which in the case of Fritz Haag provides intense and balanced sweet wines, although most of the Rieslings that we can find around the world are dry or slightly dry wines. Number 8. Josh Prumwellener Sonnenor Riesling Trockenbeerenauslese of €4,250. Josh Prem is without a doubt one of the most famous wine producers in all of Germany and recognized world fame, as it produces Rieslings of great quality on the banks of the Moselle that stand out for their balance and longevity. The Josh Prumwellener Sonnenor Riesling Trockenbeerenauslese is the 8th most popular wine from Wellen, although its demand has fallen and its price has remained stable in the last year, as well as being the second best-rated wine from the region, as the 1959 vintage received a perfect score by Jancis Robinson, and 1971 a 99 by Wine Spectator. Its average price is €4,250. Number 7. Domaine de la Romanée Conti Montrachet Grand Cru of €4,485. La Montrachet is a Grand Cru vineyard in the south of the Côte de Beaune, considered the best in the world for Chardonnay, above the towns of Puligny and Chassagnes-Montrachet, with structured wines at very high prices, as is the case with the average price of €4,485 for the Domaine de la Romanée Conti Montrachet Grand Cru. It is the second most expensive wine from La Montrachet and has received several awards, such as the one that the Guide Hachette des Vins awarded to the 2005 vintage, 3 stars, and the 2004 vintage, another 3 stars. It has also received rave reviews from Jancis Robinson and the Wine Advocate. Number 6. Domaine Georges and Christophe Roumier Musigny Grand Cru of €6,105. What is unique about this wine is that it is part of the 340 bottles of wine and a dozen magnums that are made in each harvest from a small plot of Pinot Noir planted in 1905 in this region of Burgundy's Grand Cru vineyards. It is the second red wine and the third best valued wine from Chambol Musigny, which also received a score of 19 out of 20 in 2018 from Jancis Robinson, a famous British taster and wine critic. Its average price is €6,105, although in recent years its price has risen a bit. Number 5. Domaine La Flève Montrachet Grand Cru of €6,689. The Domaine La Flève, based in Puligny-Montrachet, is one of the largest producers in the Côte de Beaune, focusing almost entirely on Chardonnay white wines. The Domaine La Flève Montrachet Grand Cru is the second most expensive wine made from Chardonnay in the Côte de Beaune and the 4th most sought-after La Montrachet wine. The price has risen in the last 3 years, but currently it has an average price of €6,689. The Montrachet appellation is a Grand Cru vineyard that is considered the best in the world for the Chardonnay grape variety. Number 4. Domaine Leroy Musigny Grand Cru of 7,133 euros. This is the second highest rated Chambolle Musigny by critics in 2015 and 2013, as well as the third most awarded wine from the region. Taste Vintage was awarded to the 1967 vintage. Its price has increased in recent years, but the average price has settled at around 7,133 euros, and it is the highest-priced Pinot Noir wine in Burgundy. Musigny is a Grand Cru vineyard in the wine heart of Burgundy's Côte des Nuits, and is one of only 2 Grand Cru vineyards in Burgundy producing Pinot Noir and Chardonnay wines. Number 3. Egon Müller Scharzhofberger Riesling Trockenbeeren aus Lisa of 9,107 euros. Another of the most expensive wines in the world is made with Riesling grapes, for which its sweetness and high concentration stand out. The Egon Müller Scharzhofberger Riesling Trockenbeeren aus Lisa is a white wine made by Egon Müller in the famous vineyards of Scharzhofberg, Germany, within the Moselle region, known for being the cradle of intense wines made with the Riesling variety. The average price of a bottle of Egon Müller Scharzhofberger Riesling Trockenbeeren aus Lisa is 9,107 euros, belonging to a collection of only a few hundred bottles made from totally Riesling grapes dehydrated by botrytis rot, which is what finally gives it the characteristic sweetness and concentration. Number 2. Domaine de la Romanée Conti Grand Cru of 13,526 euros. Although its average price is 13,526 euros, its highest price has reached $87,500, as it is a classic Vauzin Romanée wine that many experts hold in high esteem, made with Pinot Noir and with a perfect balance between weight, structure, longevity, and elegance. The Domaine de la Romanée Conti Grand Cru is born from a 1.8-hectare vineyard with 60-year-old vines in Burgundy, from which 5,500 bottles are produced each harvest. The tasting notes refer to a combination of acidic red fruits, specifically cherries and raspberries, with more dark elements, such as licorice and smoke. Number 1. Aurum Red Gold Series of 25,000 euros. The most expensive wine in the world is currently originated and manufactured in Spain, specifically in Cuenca. The Aurum Red Winery has quickly positioned itself with its series of exclusive wines, whose jewel is the Aurum Red Gold Series, with an annual production of 300 bottles of wine from vines over 100 years old of the native variety Sensible, 150 of which are for consumption, and the rest are kept in the cellar. A bottle of the 2011 vintage Tempranillo variety currently costs 25,000 euros. During the pandemic, the winery launched a unique unit of Aurum Red in a 16-liter bottle designed by the artist Alberto Rodriguez, whose initial price is 340,000 euros, although it still has no owner, and offers keep coming. But how can the price of wine be established, and there be a difference between one bottle and another? With wine, it happens, sometimes, as with works of art. The vineyards, the fame of the winery, the vintage, and other aspects of its production can make a wine cost almost as much or more than a car. The curious thing is that some of these wines are never consumed. They become collector's items or resale where their value increases more and more, especially if there is some curious story around it, such as a Chateau Lafite auctioned in 1985, and for which Forbes paid $156,540 after it was said it might have belonged to the third president of the United States, Thomas Jefferson. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit like, the subscription button, and the notification bell to get notified when new videos are uploaded from this channel. Please share your thoughts about the world's top 10 most expensive wines in history for billionaires in the comment section below. Thank you.